Ooh, yo, YouTube, what's good, bro? It's your boy Mojo, back in the mix, bro. Back on another vid, bro. Alright, man, today I'm gonna tell y'all about this time I got high as fuck with my homie, bro. I got high as hell. We smoked 3 blunts. Well, it was one big blunt and 2 joints. And we had to power smoke these hoes. Well, we didn't have to, but you know, we were going through these hoes, and it was a great session. Like, I got high as fuck. So make sure y'all make sure y'all subscribe, drop a comment for you, boy. I'm gonna reply to y'all's comment. Make sure y'all like the video. Check out my playlist. I'm gonna leave that down below, and also check out my description. I'm gonna leave a few videos in there, and check that out for me. All right, y'all. Let's get into this bitch. So this vid took place. It was probably like a year ago to like a few months ago when this happened. This shit also took place at my old Mexican restaurant that I used to work at, the little Mexican restaurant. All right, so this day it was me and a few of my coworkers. I'm gonna have to give them names. I'm tired of just using letters in all my videos. I'm gonna have to start just giving people fake names. So my boy, let's call him Leo. Let's say Leo. So my boy Leo, he pulls up to work. He pulls up to work after I pull up, or he was already there this day. I forgot which one. But one of the first things bro tells me is, he's like, yo, I got a whole bag of joints, bro. We're gonna go fucking crazy today. We're gonna go fucking crazy. But I forgot if I let them know, or this is just fucking divine timing. But I was also bringing a blunt to work that day, bro. I was also bringing a blunt because I had no fucking pen at the time. I remember I didn't have no goddamn pen, so I was fiending to get high. But I also wanted to smoke with the gang. So I remember I must have not been able to cop a pen. I wasn't able to cop a pen, so I just grabbed some weed, and that was really rare for me. I never really went for the weed because it stinks up the whole shit. Like, it stinks up the whole crib, and it makes it hella hot. And I'm not really able to smoke outside in public. You know, I might get in trouble or some shit. So I'm like, fuck. It's highly inconspicuous with the pen. I really prefer the pen. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna cop some weed because I was fiending. Like, I couldn't get no disc ball, so I was like, fuck it. So boom, I got the gas, and before I had went to work, before Leo had pulled up, I rolled up before I went to work, and so I had this fat blunt, bro. It was like 2 grams in that bitch or something. That bitch was fat, bro. That bitch was big. So I pull up to work, bro pulls up to work, we're finna fucking gas. And so it's me, my boy Leo, let's say my boy we're gonna call him Gabe, and my boy let's say Albert. Let's just call the other dude Albert. So me, Leo, Gabe, and Albert, we're planning on smoking, but Albert, he has to leave, so he can't make it. Bro leaves at like 8. The store closes at around 10 or 11. So bro couldn't make it for the smoke session. So we're like, fuck, alright. So cool. The shift goes by, you know, shit's normal. We're just waiting to smoke all day. Like, we're so fucking excited. I was so excited whenever this nigga told me that he had weed, because I knew we were finna gas. Like, I already had some. Like, it's finna be fucking crazy. So boom. I'm gonna skip to the end of the workday where shit gets lit. So, you know, the shift ends. My boy, my boy Albert leaves. You know, he leaves out. He can't make it. And so while we're getting to the end of the shift, this nigga Gabe, he's like, yo, I'm not gonna be able to make the sesh. Like, he says that he don't think he's gonna be able to make a sesh because his ride is already finna pull up. Like, by the time we close, so it's finna be me and Leo. It was just finna be me and Leo. So I'm like, shit, like, none of these niggas not gonna be able to make it for the sesh. So I was like, fuck it, man. Looks like it's just gonna be you and me, bro. We're gonna get fried as fuck. And, nigga, we were still lit. So the end of the shift comes, Immediately, as soon as we're done, as soon as the shift is done, me and Leo, we immediately run to his car to go get his bag of joints. He showed it to me during the shift, like while we were taking out the trash. He ended up showing it to me. I was like, what the fuck? Bro had like fucking 6 or 7. He had hella joints inside this fucking little Ziploc bag in his whip. And I remember bro asking us, me and Gabe. I remember whenever we were taking out the trash, he was like, bro, like, does my car smell, bro? Like, does it smell like weed? We were like, yes, bro. Like, your car is loud as fuck. So you know, eventually the day ends. Me and bro, we go and get the fucking joints. But then we're starting to realize that, yo, our goddamn GM is here, bro. Like, she's still here, the general manager of the store, and she would crash the fuck out. And if she you know, smells weed, she might start looking around or some shit. She's that type. She's not the type to mind her business. So we're like, fuck, like, what are we gonna do? We can't just like smoke right here in like the parking lot or in the whip, because, you know, she's parked next to us and she'll come out the store. So we're like, you know what, bro? Let's go behind the building. Behind the building, they have this fucking fence. There's this fence behind the Mexican restaurant, and behind that little fence, you could just cross it on the right. The fence stops at this little Chinese restaurant that's on the right of us. It stops right there. It stops on this Chinese restaurant on the right side of us. So all we had to do was park over there. So my boy, he goes and parks. He parks like halfway in our parking lot and halfway into the Chinese restaurant right there. So we can just go behind the fence and spark up. So this day, I somehow forgot my fucking lighter. I didn't have my fucking lighter. Bro came in clutch as hell, because a few times we've had to use a store lighter, and that bitch is garbage. It's one of those long ass barbecue lighters. That shit, them hoes are weak, bro. Them hoes are weak. You cannot smoke outside with them hoes. Like, the wind will just blow it the fuck away. So me and my bro, we get ready. He was like, bro, like how many should I grab? At first, I'm pretty sure he didn't even know how many he wanted to smoke, but he ended up just grabbing 2 because I had the blunt ski. I had the blunt ski, so we were finna get fucking lit. But I'm like reminiscing right now. My mouth is watering. We had hella fucking joints. We were finna get faded. I love getting faded, bro. This is why I created this channel, bro. So we're sparking up and we get lit. We sparked all of them, nigga. Fuck it. We're starting everything. I'm pretty sure he sparked the joints, and then I sparked the blunt, bro. I sparked the blunt. This blunt was fat as fuck, and it was smoking, bro. It was smoking. I was kind of proud of myself. I'm not the best roller. I don't roll often, but I still know how to roll, bro. I was so proud of myself. This bitch was lit. Bro got the 2 joints. He sparked some up. We're getting fried. This was a great session, bro. It was like 10 or 11 at night, bro. So it was like nighttime outside. The stars were out. This shit was kind of a vibe. It was hella vibey. But at the same time, we had to be fucking quiet because our GM was still inside of the store, and so we were also worried too, by the way, that whenever she walked out of the restaurant, she would smell weed, and so that's why we had to go behind this fence, and we were trying to be hella quiet until we heard her, you know, her car start up or something, so we can, you know, really chill. So we're sparking this bitch up. We're getting fried, bro. We're getting mega fried, but at the same time, it was good vibes because, you know, the stars were out and like there was really no one around. But also, like, we're in a bit of a sketchy area, bro. Like, this fucking Mexican restaurant is kind of in a sketchy area, so we also on point, make sure there ain't no homeless niggas walking around or some, you know, some weird shit. So we're cool. Me and bro are chatting. This shit was lit, bro. This shit was lit. Me and bro, we start passing around the joint and the blunt. We're like passing them back and forth. I'm hitting both of the joints at the same time. I'm giving bro the blunt. We're both giving it to each other. We're both hitting all 3 blunts at the same time. We're getting fucked up. We're getting so fucked up. Eventually, we hear our GM, you know, get in the whip. We eventually hear her get in the whip, and, you know, she leaves and shit. And so we're like, okay, bet, like, we can really do whatever. So we're still smoking, and we finished this. We finished this blunt and these two joints, bro. And we were like, fuck, bro, like, bro. I remember we kept asking each other. We were like, bro, are you high, bro? Like, are you high? Like, nigga, we were both very fucking high. I was lit this day. I was so lit. We ended up hopping back in bro's whip, you know. Bro had some cologne in his whip, and he was like spraying himself, and he was like, and I was spraying myself because I had to go home after smoking hella points. And I'm pretty sure my pops was still gonna be up. Like he was like still up, so I was like, fuck, man, I can't walk in the crib smelling this loud. And he was, and I'm not sure why, but bro was paranoid about his whip smelling like weed that day too. I remember, so we were both paranoid as fuck after this session game. While we were in the whip, bro asked me to put on a song. I'm like, all right, bet. What song should I put on? I put on what was it? Nas or Nav? That Bad Habit song. I put that shit on. We're in the whip vibing. You know, bro pulls up to my crib. I hop out. You know, shit was cool. It was a W session. I got in the crib, no problem. I was high as hell when I got to the crib, bro. I'm pretty sure I just knocked the fuck out. I couldn't do shit else. I was mega fried. But, you know, that was it, bro. A little bonus side to the story. The next day, I remember I was feeling so bad for gas, bro, because I had to leave my weed at the crib. And, you know, usually whenever I go to work, bro, I get hella fried. But this day, I remember none of my niggas were working. So no one else at work this day had a pen. So I went outside. I went behind that fucking fence. And I started looking on the floor for a goddamn roach that we threw yesterday, bro. I was feeling that hard for weed. I remember ending up finding like a little roach of one of the joints. And I went back there and smoked that bitch, bro. I was down bad. I remember that. I forgot about that. I feel like I should let y'all know. Alright, man, that was the end of the story, bro. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe, bro. Check out the playlist down below. Check out my description. I'm gonna leave a few videos in there linked for y'all. Alright, man. I love you guys and peace.